So I actually love horses. I used to love them when I was a little girl, and this definitely appeals to me. And, of course, Steam is doing this because of the celebration of Lunar New Year. 2026 is the year of the horse, and in fact, it's the year of the fire horse. Don't quite know what exactly that means. So yeah, looks like they've got a bunch of horse-related games for sale, and so let's look through these and check them out. So this one is super cute. It has the pixel art style that is so charming. A tiny sticker tail. This looks interesting. It definitely appeals to me. It sounds like it is a small game. $5 price point suggests that it is, a couple hours long. The art style looks very charming and hand drawn. And stickers are very low stakes. Seems like the perfect cozy game if I were to guess at this, and this is definitely appealing. It tells me very clearly what I should expect if I'm going to spend $5 on this game. Windstorm. All right, so Windstorm, Start of a Great Friendship. Very nice graphics. Reminds me of, isn't there like a Disney movie, like Spirit or something like that? Anyways, definitely feels like this game is about the relationship between a girl and her horse. Very compelling fantasy. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is between Start of a Great Friendship and Start of a Great Friendship Remastered. This one looks like it has mostly positive reviews, and this one is more mixed, which is kind of interesting for a remastered game. Um, this one is a horse racing manager, so that's kind of cool. It seems like, if I were to guess, this game is about breeding horses, training them, and selling them, maybe, and seeing them succeed in the races. All right, Astride. Introducing the Percheron, so it looks like there's probably going to be a lot of focus on different breeds of horses in this one. Seems like some kind of horse simulator where you're riding, you're training them and riding them, customizing them. Looks like uh, which looks like a very similar fantasy, to be honest, with this Unbridled game, as well as the Sound of Horses game. So between these three, they look fairly similar, to be honest, and I'm not quite sure what would cause one of them to stand out. This one looks like it's got mixed reviews, $20 price point. For $20, it's still kind of high to be trying something out new, that I'm not sure that I'm gonna like. And same here, $25 price point, $20, but it has more positive reviews. This one looks like it was launched in February of last year. This one was June of 2 years ago, so this one is a bit of an older game. And Sound of Horses, very positive reviews, and also a pretty good price point. So if I were to just try to get into some kind of a horse simulator game, Sound of Horses might be my top choice here. Of course, this is without me clicking deeper into any of these for more information. All right, so Rustler. It gives me a good sense in the title. Grand Theft Horse is a great name because, yeah, anyone who knows Grand Theft Auto series would immediately have a parallel to draw of, like, maybe I'm this rustler, kind of hustler on the edge of the law, sort of a character, and I imagine I live in some kind of medieval setting and I steal horses. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, $5. Pretty good price point to try that out, and very positive reviews. Also, a fairly old game, 2021. Wow. This one was really interesting to me. Ertugrul of Ulukayin. A lot of words that are unfamiliar. The art looks fantastic and amazing. There's a horse in the game. I imagine it's not the focus of the game, but this kind of gives me Witcher vibes. So feels kind of like a game that's more about combat and exploration, open world exploration, than horses as a focus. But I love this aesthetic. It kind of reminds me of Mongolia, and very cool setting. If that is the case, I would be interested to learn more. But this game, it's really more about the graphics that are drawing me in. There's nothing in the title that is particularly memorable, I would say, at a glance. And so I actually moved past this one the first time I looked at it. Just like nothing especially stood out to me about it. And it's only now that I'm kind of talking about it and paying attention to it that it looks interesting. So, yeah. Red Dead Redemption is here as well. This is obviously a super popular game. I've always had this on my to play list, never gotten to it. But yeah, I think horse riding is a big part of this one. And let's see. This one's clearly about horse racing. I like that this is a very clear focus of this particular game. Like, you immediately know what you're getting into. The fantasy is all around training, breeding. I imagine the fastest horse, and these graphics are also very nice. The Ranch of Rivershine. Let's see. It's a very cute style. I like the kind of homey, more cozy looking UI aesthetic here. You know, I think part of the issue with some of the games in this horse event is just they're going to be kind of similar. So there's going to be a lot of competition for games that are roughly about the same thing. Like, you definitely have your standouts, like the sticker game and whatnot. But I would say that's one of the downsides of this promotion in particular is, yeah, a couple of very similar games. I think they're going to be cannibalizing the same audience in some ways. Like, if I spend $18 on this game, I'm probably not going to be also spending $20 on this other game, unless I absolutely love horses, of course. Umamusume Pretty Derby. Yeah, I've heard of this game and I actually want to check this out. It is along that Japanese game trend of objects are girls, or animals or vehicles are girls. It's free to play, so yeah, definitely worth checking out. I've actually heard good things about the game mechanics here. And Equinox Homecoming. Yeah, just kind of the same issue as what I said before. Very similar vibe to some of the other games. This seems like it has actually more of a story element to it. Just with this scene that here where she says, "It's okay." It seems like some narrative elements of her developing a relationship with a particular horse. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, and it's got the mystery tag, so that further indicates it is some kind of a narrative game, but no discount, boo. Horsetails, Emerald Valley Ranch. So I saw this trailer and this really drew me in immediately with a very strong fantasy, especially with the shot of the valley, what I presume is called the Emerald Valley in the title, Emerald Valley Ranch. Immediately it gives you Stardew Valley vibes, like, oh, this is my valley, my property, my home, my ranch, and I'm going to be doing something in this game over time to invest and upgrade it. So really good trailer here, and also pretty compelling price point, although sadly mixed reviews. So yeah, a lot of games here to check out. It's a really cool event on the part of Steam, and I'm looking forward to trying out some of these games. Oh, I didn't even talk about the My Little Pony games. Yeah, love My Little Pony, the cartoon. I mean, I owned a lot of these toys as a kid, and so have been loving the revival of this IP and how popular it's become. And it's really become like way more than what I experienced as a kid with this particular franchise. So I realize as I'm saying this, I don't even know if this particular game is a My Little Pony game or a very similar looking game. But yeah, down here there were actual, real, authentic My Little Pony branded games. My Little Pony, a Maretime something, and My Little Pony, very small words here, but a Zephyr Heights Mystery. Kind of a higher price point. Wow, $40 as the base game. But you know, it's a popular IP, so they can really command these higher prices. I don't know if I'm going to check these out. Just the cost is a little steep, and I think I would probably try a couple of these other cheaper games first. But yeah, these are definitely here if you want to check those out. And I am probably going to try out one or two of these at least, and I will update you if I try them out and have anything to share.